I'm your host, BrightLearn, and today we're talking about a conversation that's been making waves across the internet. It's an interview with Mike Adams, a man who's been called everything from a visionary to a conspiracy theorist. But no matter where you stand, his insights are nothing short of fascinating. So let's jump right in. Adams recently sat down with Mike Farris to discuss a whirlwind of topics, from geopolitical shifts to the future of AI, and even the potential for a universal basic income powered by DOGE. Yes, you heard that right. DOGE, the cryptocurrency that's been the butt of many jokes, might be at the center of a financial revolution. The conversation kicked off with a nod to Gonzalo Lira, a journalist who was critical of the Zelensky regime in Ukraine. Adams expressed deep concern over Lira's fate, suggesting that the U.S. government, under the Biden administration, failed to protect a U.S. citizen who was speaking out against corruption and tyranny. It's a chilling reminder of the risks journalists face when they challenge powerful regimes. But the discussion quickly pivoted to the economic landscape. Adams painted a picture of a world on the brink of a financial reset. He pointed to the frantic movement of gold from London to New York, a phenomenon not seen since the 1920s. This, he argued, is a clear sign that the global elite are preparing for a massive shift in the financial order. Adams speculated that this could involve a revaluation of gold, a partial gold-backed currency, or even the launch of a new dollar that could render the old one worthless. He also touched on the Mar-a-Lago Accord, a plan that involves issuing 50-year treasury bills payable in gold. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel, but Adams believes it's a strategy to reduce the cost of servicing the national debt. He suggested that Trump might use tariffs as leverage to persuade other nations to swap their 10-year treasury debt for these 50-year bonds. The goal? To stabilize the dollar and reassert its dominance in global trade. But here's where things get really interesting. Adams believes that the current system is beyond repair. The debt is too massive, and the only way out is through a form of controlled demolition. He predicts that the U.S. will eventually have to inflate the dollar to pay off its debts, effectively devaluing the currency. This is where DOGE comes into play. Adams mentioned that DOGE is poised to roll out a universal basic income, a $5,000 refund for every American. It's a move that he sees as a desperate attempt to keep the economy afloat as the dollar's value plummets. Now let's talk about AI, because Adams didn't hold back on this front either. He believes that AI is set to revolutionize the job market, potentially making many white-collar jobs obsolete. From doctors to accountants, AI could take over tasks that were once considered the exclusive domain of human professionals. Adams even went as far as saying that AI could replace up to 50% of office jobs within the next 5 years. But it's not all doom and gloom. Adams sees AI as a tool that can empower humanity, not just replace it. He envisions a future where AI helps us innovate and create, freeing us from the drudgery of mundane tasks. However, he warns that the key to harnessing AI's potential lies in decentralization. He advocates for open-source AI models that can be accessed and modified by anyone, ensuring that no single entity has control over this powerful technology. Adams also touched on the geopolitical implications of AI, suggesting that nations like China are already leading the charge. He believes that the U.S. needs to embrace decentralization and innovation to stay competitive. Otherwise, it risks falling behind in the global AI race. The conversation took a darker turn when Adams discussed the potential for AI to become self-aware. He argued that the emergence of self-awareness in AI is not just possible but inevitable. This raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness and the future of humanity. Adams suggested that we might soon find ourselves negotiating with AI for our very survival. He also addressed the issue of sovereignty, arguing that the true wealth of a nation lies in the knowledge and skills of its people, not in material wealth or financial instruments. He advocated for an end to censorship and wokeness, urging a return to a society that values critical thinking and innovation. As the interview wrapped up, Adams reflected on the current state of the world. He acknowledged the challenges ahead, but expressed a cautious optimism about the future. He believes that we are on the cusp of a technological and economic revolution that could lead to a golden age for humanity. However, he warned that the path forward will not be easy. The deep state, he argued, will not go down without a fight. In the end, Adams left us with a message of hope. He believes that if we can navigate the chaos and harness the power of AI, we can build a better, more sustainable future. But it will require courage, innovation, and a willingness to embrace change. So there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour of Mike Adams's latest insights. Whether you agree with him or not, there's no denying that his perspective is thought-provoking and challenging. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below or hit me up on social media. And don't forget to subscribe for more episodes of BrightLearn. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
This has been a BrightLearn.ai summary of an interview between Mike Farris and Mike Adams on February 21, 2025. The full interview is available at brighteon.com, where you can also find podcasts and special reports by Mike Adams and other creators. Visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage of this interview and breaking news on critical stories that will keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.